Hi everyone, today we're going to work on lesson 11.4, join and separate angles. So we're going to put them together and then we're going to take them apart. The measure of an angle equals the sum of the measure of all its parts. So what does that mean? When we look at the measure, we're looking at the degrees of the angle. Equals the sum, so we know we're going to do addition. Measure of its parts. So we're going to put all the angle degrees together and we're going to find the sum. Use your protractor and the angles at the right. So here we have our angles. We're going to use a protractor. You see I have my angle down here and I've color coded it in red and in blue. Step 1, measure angle ABC and angle CBD. Record the measure of angle ABC and the measure of angle CBD. So I have angle ABC right here in red. And the measure of that angle is 35 degrees. I've also went ahead and measured angle CBD. So angle CBD right there in blue. And that measures 40 degrees. For step 2, we're going to find the sum of the measure of the measures. Sum means we're going to add. 35 degrees plus 40 degrees equals 75 degrees. That means the measure of angle A, B, and D, right here, the whole angle, the two angles together, measures 75 degrees. Let's try some on our own. Directions. Add to find the measure of the angle. Write an equation to record your work. So we know we're going to add the measures of the angle, and we're going to write an equation. So let's look at number 1, angle JGE, or angle JGH, HGE. So let's look at the first angle, angle JGH. We know that equals 35 degrees, and they've told us that. Now we're going to take a look at our second angle, angle GHGE. And they told us it measures 70 degrees. So I've written my equation right down here. And I know 35 plus 70 equals 105 degrees. So angle JGE or EGH measures 105 degrees. Notice how I took my two angles, and to make it a big angle, I added them together. Let's try another problem. Number 2. I'm looking for the measure of K, L, and N. They want to know this whole angle. So I started with KLM, and they told us it's 60 degrees. So I wrote it down here as part of my equation. Now remember, I'm finding the sum, so I'm adding. So I have 60 degrees plus 70 degrees, which they told us is MLN, 70 degrees. And I added them together for 60 degrees plus 70 degrees equals 130 degrees. So the measure of angle KLN, this angle right here, KLN, is 130 degrees. Let's try our last problem, number 3. For number 3, we're looking for the measure of angle PRT. PRT. We need to find out how much that entire angle measures. So I began with angle TRS, this first angle right here. And I noticed that it's 45 degrees. So I wrote it down as part of my equation. I'm then going to move on to SRP. And they told us that it's 20 degrees. So I added them together. 45 degrees plus 20 degrees equals 65 degrees. So the measure of angle PRT equals 65 degrees. that means PRT. This whole angle is 65 degrees.